emotional. Strap in your seatbelt, sit back and enjoy the ride. Tell all them people in the alley to come in, cause we got some live shit going tonight. Tone Rizzo, are you with me?
Black Mafia family was a Detroit-based drug ring who migrated south in the late 90s to run coke from Mexico into the States via Atlanta. Family was a Detroit. Black Mafia family was.
opportunity to elevate.
Yes, the moment has arrived right now.
What up, though, Internet? Joseph Coney Island here for Now Introducing. And today I have the pleasure of bringing to the stage a pillar in Detroit hip-hop. Already a legend before her role as Vanessa in 8 Mile, she has since traveled the world and expanded into the realms of fashion, photography, and filmmaking with her clothing line Triple Peaks, as well as Trigger Finger Visuals. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing Miss Korona.
Sugar, pull up in big trucks, set up shop in you. Detroit make the world go round, 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 go round. Detroit make the world go round, go round, go round, go round, go round, go round, go round. Detroit make the world go round, go round, go round, go round.
Okay. What up, though? This your girl, Miss Korona. You are tuned in to Now Introducing with me and my brother DJ Los. What up, Detroit? Hey. I was bred in a city full of greats. Go and check your history. Stevie, Marshall. Next day I mention me, the best in the game. MJ scream victory. I ain't talking Jordan when I say I'm on my 6th ring. The kid do sick things to mics. Gordon. Put the kiddies to bed, these babies is boring. Home of the hustlers, being broke is foreign. Take two of these, call me in the morning. Whip game proper, kick game proper, plus a thick dame, sick frame. She need doctor, and I'm the one to revive the game. No Kevorkian, but still we ride the same. On that suicide shit, a do or die chick. From the murder city, burner with me, move when I spit. Or collapse lungs, done no breathing. Detroit the murder capital, cold, all seasons. Hey, go round, go round, go round, go round.
Go round, go round, go round.
Detroit.
Make the world go round, go round.
Yeah. Hey, Lab Tech's on the beat. Vaughn T on the beat. Turn it up. Yeah. Turn it up. Like this. Bang this in your stereo system. Bang it in the club. Bang it like a bloody Crip do. It don't matter where you bang it at, just turn it up. Loud enough to have the speakers moving all the furniture. If you want to burn a blunt, blaze it while you banging this. If you spit this track and have you thinking some amazing shit. Like damn, my head banging, I'm hallucinating. Oh, some breeze, stretch, shake shit like it was Mason. Bet up, but I bet you keep banging this. Heads bobbing, but ain't nobody saying shit. Just wildin' like damn, who the fuck is this? Miss Korona is a banger, who the fuck is this? This the type of shit you can bang in the club, bang in the trunk, bang wherever you want. It don't matter where you at, just bang this till it crack up and bang. This the type of shit you can bang in the trunk, bang in the club, bang wherever you want. It don't matter where you at, just bang this till it crack up. Dudes go to the club just to see if they can bang it, bitch. I'm only in the club making sure that they bang my shit. After that, it's on to the next spot. Hits keep bumping like an 89 crack house banging, fuck hanging in the hood where they slanging cocaine like it's all good. I like to get my hustle on, but I ain't feeling that. I'm in the pumping dope ass hits, making ceilings crack. For the fiends that love to pump bass, it's a banger. All you need is one taste, it's danger. Ask the lab technicians. Been banging and admitting with lame, but I'm spitting. Popping the clip, ammunition to go fipping. Bang to the clip is empty and you bitches. Keep playing games, you games gon' be missing. Brains on the side of your range, your brain twitching. Twitching on the side of your range, your brain's missing. I pull the thing, aim and bang, I ain't missing. I keep saying the same thing, you ain't listening. I'm a choker on test like one of the damn pistons. This the type of shit you bang in the club. Bang in the trunk, bang where you want. It don't matter where you at, just bang this till it crack up. Hey, this the type of shit you can bang in the club, bang in the trunk, bang wherever you want. It don't matter where you at, just bang this till it crack up. Paint and pavement. Hey, clap, clap. At home, just hands together. Banger. Yeah. This your girl, Miss Korona, my brother DJ Los. You tuned in to Now Introducing. We just warming up, so stay tuned. Stick with us.
And welcome back. That was Banger by Miss Korona, and we have her here with us right now. Ladies and gentlemen,
what up, dog?
Now introducing Miss Korona.
Thank you for having me.
So first thing, people who don't know you, obviously, they see your name. It probably triggers a lot of thoughts in their head given the pandemic.
Yeah.
How has the pandemic affected you, and how have you reacted to it?
Before all the madness occurred, when they started announcing, the tremendous amount of people that passed away from it, it actually inspired me to come out of retirement just based off of the name, because I was focused on the visual aspect of things and hadn't really been doing music. I was set on retiring from music, and people kept reaching out to me long before the virus happened, and like you can't quit, And I was like, I didn't really know where my place was anymore as an artist. You get up in age. I think hip hop is really the only genre of music that has a age cap.
Right. Like
so I'm like, at the time I was like 38 when I decided to retire. And so people started reaching out to me. Well, actually, I saw the news announce the name of the virus, and then it sparked in my head. I'm like, I should do a song called The Coronavirus. And I started reaching out to people, not really telling them what I wanted to do, but like, hey, send me a beat. I think I want to, start messing with music again. And then once more national news started, talking about it.
The reality of the pandemic kind of set in.
And like DJ Los was one of the people who hit me up like, hey, you see this? It's a virus, called the coronavirus. I think it's time for you to come out of retirement. He was one of the first people to say that. And I'm like, yeah, I was thinking about it. And so I started writing some music and finished the EP right as Governor Whitmore announced the shelter in place situation.
The quarantine, essentially.
Right. And so, I just felt like...
you ended up putting out a record.
I did. I put out the record. It's called The Virus. And,
And how was that received?
It was received... it was like, I'd say 90% of the people were really excited for me to have new material, but 10% of folks who weren't really familiar with who I am as an artist was like thinking I was trolling and just came up with the name as Korona just based off of
like you're being an opportunist.
Exactly. So,
well, you've had this name long before.
Right. I had the name for maybe 20 years.
Ever think of changing it back to Pimpette?
I never thought about changing it back to Pimpette. Although DJ Dez always says that I should go back to Pimpette.
Now, I want to talk about the ladies in hip-hop movement that we see now, Megan Thee Stallion. It's very Pimpette-ish. It's very raunchy. But you kind of came up as a battle MC
right.
In the city and in a time when misogyny in music was huge.
Right.
How did that affect you as a battle MC, especially as a woman in the 90s rapping?
Well, I don't think it affected me negatively. I think it affected me in a way of going harder and making sure that people didn't just look at me as that, like, oh, she's dope for a girl. And actually, one of my mentors, Big Proof, may he rest in peace, was one of the main people that told me, yo, you got to go the extra mile and just hit them hard out the gate. Like, don't even give them the opportunity to say she's dope for a girl. So it just made me just, become more of a beast, so to speak, with the pen and lyrically. Like, I never, my tone of voice is already, when you listen to me and you don't see me, you don't necessarily know that I'm a girl. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not a really soft and dainty voice or whatever.
And you don't really talk about a lot of the things that females in rap tend to do.
Yeah, sexual,
Yeah, your bars are very witty, and not to say that women aren't witty on that side of the lines, but your bars are focused on like the elements of hip hop and talking about the traditional things that battle MCs from the 90s talked about.
Right.
It's kind of changed though. It went from being freestyle into a rhythm to more a cappella and off the top. Or I mean, acapella and written, as far as not freestyle.
Yeah,
Do you think you could come back into this new battle era? I think your delivery fits it, but do you think you could, step into that arena as a acapella battle MC versus,
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Joe. Anything that I put my mind to, I'm able to accomplish and just attain. So if I wanted to, definitely could come back and make some noise and ruffle some feathers, but it's just not something that I want to do. I mean, long before, like you mentioned, long before the 8 Mile opportunity, I was already doing that. And that was long before people started, like, dedicating their lives and times to like, point out things about it. I don't have time for that. I got too many things to do. I don't have time to sit. And kudos to those people who have the time and can compartmentalize their lives and do that. But I just don't.
You have so much.
You have so much
going on.
Yeah.
You got Triple Peaks, the clothing.
Yes.
You have Trigger Finger Visuals.
Yes.
And you have so many other things, and we're going to get into those. We're going to get into those and much more. I'm standing here with the last woman standing, Ms. Korona, legendary Detroit MC. We're going to check out some more music right now here from Ms. Korona on Now Introducing.
Y'all bitches better go motherfucking respect me around here. Remember that. Y'all
It seems as you have to be self-quarantined. Yeah. One, two, three into the four. It's the illest with the bars, the sickest with the flow. Most scarier than sauce. See, most you haters know. Once I bless these tracks, then it's a go. Bodies getting piled up, the world getting riled up. This is my third shot, so fuck that 8 Mile stuff. After this, don't call me Vanessa, cause this casualty of war, put them all on the stretcher. When you try to lie dormant, cause the devil blocked your blessings, but the Lord apply pressure, cause the Lord won't let you. You gotta come back with a vengeance, so it's murder, murder, kill the game, every single sentence. Beware the virus. No mask or gloves can stop this contagion. You in close range, then you're contagious. No Ron Isley, no Matt Damon, no Gwen Paltrow, just floor arrangements. What? Damn, now they gotta pick a burial plot, cause I'm back and everybody in the area hot. They took shot after shot and still couldn't get rid of me. Now they mention my name in the middle. What? R.I.P. to the ones that's gone, but beware, it's my turn, so please move on, or end up like the rest of them, knowing I affected them. Spawn with the toughest and war with the best of them. This is proof I defeated the odds. When I'm gone, put my name on the wall with the gods. I am cold with the pen, I am not like them. They are so blue-faced, I am like Rakim. Yeah, the leader they all follow. I'm around, they don't blink, they don't breathe, they don't swallow. Nah, them niggas don't do shit. They stiffer than ODing from a cocaine sniff, yeah. Beware the virus. What? It's overkill me right in this third verse, like hearse on hearse, flex the can under dirt. But you can thank my homie Dean for that. I've been holding it down as the queen of rap. What? Next to Latifah, 9 speakers bleeding my tracks. I'm throwing these elbows, no need for that. You can keep your handshake singing what up. It's pay care, vacate whenever I run up. Or make way, make dates, sundown to sun up. No play dates, baby kids, I ain't one of these little hood rats trying to spit. I've been a vet in this game, no denying the shit. They just tried to keep me silent like the lambs, but these the kind of balls only Hannibal understand. Damn. So beware the virus.
You can hide, you can try to survive. Ain't no don't
Reinfecting the mind. Okay, no one's coming for you. No one's coming for you. What?
You can run, you can hide, you can try to survive. Ain't no don't
Reinfecting the mind. Okay, no one's coming for you. No one's coming for you. Beware of the virus. Beware of the virus. Beware of the virus. Beware of the virus. Shout out to LaShawn Phoenix, Nico Red, and Maestro on the track. Chains on the beat. Mark Cooper on the beat. Y'all grab that new EP. The Virus, available on all platforms. Everybody in the frizzy cause I'm here with the mask off. No future though. Cover up when I spit cause I'm liable to pass y'all. That new flow that hit your bloodstream, get your caffeine, make your eyes bleed. No need for Visine, it's COVID-19, that's who I be. Korona, the virus they talking about. See how I'm chalking them out? The years I put in, it should be a larger amount. I ain't gon' front, I got the world shook, but I've been done that. But this go round, when this go down, I'ma get those slacks, put on those plots, platform, lock, stats on top. Every time they mention my name, I get another inch of the fame. Stop on stop. I'm Bill Gates from the way that my skills rate to the rest of them. My bars sick, no worse than SARS, get standing next to them. When I walk in the room, niggas better cover up. Cause I ain't got no mask. And I don't give a fuck, give a fuck, give a fuck. Y'all niggas injected. Y'all got that shit, nigga what, nigga what? Cause I ain't got no mask. So come on, come on, come on. Okay, now listen, let me get at you little niggas. Claiming you fuck with my spitting. I ain't gon' lie to you, bitch, I would body you easily. Whether it's freestyle or written, been going crazy. Since all traces on shady. Shitting on tracks on the daily. Shit that you trying to do, I do on my sleep. You little haters, your baby for giving you the blueprint to the way that I do this. Cause you tried to stand at me, started a movement for the women that do this. Cause this is my pedigree, I am a legend. No Will Smith, turned on my kill switch. No doctor or no pill drip to stop me with this ill shit. Been sick with the wordplay. Fuck what you heard say, you can suck balls. Got 2 straps, yeah, one for y'all. The others to fuck broads. Let me slow it down, just to state a simple fact. I am sick on these beats, bitch, roll us back. When I walk in the room, niggas better cover up. Cause I ain't got no mask. And I don't give a fuck, give a fuck, give a fuck. Y'all niggas injected. Y'all got that shit, nigga what, nigga what? Cause I ain't got no mask. So cover up, cover up, cover up, cover up. Yeah.
Y'all bitches better go motherfucking respect me around here. Remember that.
Kinda emotional right there.
And welcome back. That was Miss Korona with No Mask off of her album. I'm holding it right here. The Virus, pressed in 2020. I'm sitting here now with Miss Korona and DJ Los. Once again, thanks, Dave. Once again, thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
And just make sure, Los, when you're talking to the mic, I know you're kind of a soft talker. So
for sure.
You know how to
soft. Oh no.
Yeah. No, I'm. Well, let's talk about you for a second, Los. You're pretty well versed in Detroit hip hop. You have we could say you have a pretty long history with Detroit hip hop. Can you just, in your own words, describe your involvement?
Okay, I am. My name is DJ Los. I'm considered a pioneer here in Detroit. I was part of a group called Easy B and DJ Los. We had an album called Untouchable back in 1988. Yeah. And that is considered the first full-length album from Detroit.
And when you're saying full-length album, you actually mean pressed up on record, a vinyl.
A vinyl.
That was a Detroit rapper. And your dad, can you talk about him for a little bit? He also has some ties into the music industry as well.
Okay, yeah, my dad is, that's my idol. And I always start my interviews off talking about him. My dad was the percussionist for Parliament Funkadelic, the Dramatics, Al Hudson in One Way, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Rage.
So like for Dr. Dre, for an example, like the song California Love.
Yeah.
He was on that, right?
Yes.
What was his role on that song?
He played percussion. If you listen closely, you hear all the spices in the background.
Like the whistle and all that?
Whistle, tambourines, shakers.
So would you say your dad's influence on your life helped you in the 80s get an early start into rap?
Most definitely. I used to travel to the studio with him back in 78,
What
79.
studio were you going to back then? Do you remember?
United Sounds.
Okay, right
Detroit.
there off of in like what they call like Tech Town or
Yeah.
New Center area now.
As well as all the other ones like Studio A.
What's that?
it's
Third Street?
Sound Suite. Yeah, it was a bunch of them. The Disc.
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah. The disc is good.
So I used to go with my dad when he was with Parliament Funkadelic.
So where do you record now?
I record at home mostly, but
Okay.
Mix Factory 1
Okay.
is where I do a lot of my production,
Okay, shout out.
post-production over there.
Shout out Mix Factory 1. I personally use Tony Rizzo at Soundsmith Recordings,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you know, who's your studio?
Well, I recorded the Virus EP over at Silent Riot, and that's where I'm recording the new project that I'm working on right now.
All right. Well, while we're doing plugs, let me plug all of the business end of the stuff here for Litchfield Productions and Now Introducing. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Give us a donation. All the information's in the comments here. And if you need to contact us, if you want to perform, you want to be on Now Introducing, the email and the information is there as well. So please reach out. We'd love to hear your feedback. But back to this, what we're talking about a long time ago, like before 8 Mile. Because every interview I've seen that you're in, everybody's just like, oh my God, 8 Mile, what was it like to be on 8 Mile? And like, look, respect due the hip hop shop, respect due to M, respect due to what he did to bring light to our culture in Detroit, in the hip hop freestyle battle culture in the scene. But like you were in that, you earned that role as Vanessa.
For sure.
What are some of your memories prior to that? Like, I know you won the MGD Freshest MC battle. Talk about that for a second.
So at the time, FM 98 was doing this competition called MGD Freshest MC Contest. And so they were going to multiple venues around the city.
They were just like showing up, right?
Showing up. They set up shop.
It's like, we're gonna do a battle tonight,
right? And I think the prize was like maybe it was like $2,500 or $5,000, something like that. One of those competitions. I've won so many. So you know.
How many? Okay, if you had to estimate, I ain't trying to put you on blast, but if you had to estimate how many battles you've won in total, like
let's just say in the 3.5-4 year time span of me battling, I only lost twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you say that they other MCs, especially the men, would use your femininity against you? Like, I'm not going to battle her. She's a woman.
For sure.
That ain't fair.
And then when they had to battle me, the only thing that they would say was, very derogative things like, sexual shit. Like,
right.
Oh, you just suck with it. You go and I can get period, whatever, that little bull. And I just would sit back and be like, okay, so typical, but I was coming for the jugular. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I remember those days. I think a lot of the male MCs would duck you because they're afraid to lose. Like they didn't want to
lose to a woman.
They didn't want to lose to a woman,
right.
So oh, she's a woman. That ain't fair for me.
Right.
But then it's really they didn't want to lose because you're better than them.
Yeah, and then being shown that you are less dope than a female.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that bruises a lot of the male
females. There's so many dope females.
It is.
I mean, we could talk about just from Detroit with Invincible and Redbone. And help me out here. I'm not gonna forget anybody.
You got D-Essence,
Mahogany Jones,
right,
Bill Brown.
Exactly.
There's so many female
Detroit
MCs in Detroit. Yeah,
T Alchemist. And
Crimson Alchemist. Yeah,
Crimson Alchemist. Like I mean, and those are just the current ones. But back then it was you had Diffusion, you had Abyss, you had it was like groups. Yeah, Nigeri Earth.
Yeah.
Nigeri Earth. You had Miss Murder, Nina the Pimp. You know what I'm saying? And then that fast forward to a few years later, Piper Carter, Invincible, and I ended up starting the Foundation Women of Hip Hop, which brought out more women, which were the Essence and Mahogany Jones and Insight the Riot and
Nick Nack
and Neek Love Rose,
And shout out to the female DJs too,
people,
like
Mel Wonder and
Problematic Black Hottie now is out here.
Yes. Yeah, DJ Lahedi. There's so many people, but just think about, the conversation that we're had when we started the foundation or were incubating that idea. Dudes was saying that we should have called it "Bitches Ain't Shit."
Oh my God!
So we laugh about it. I laugh about it because okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. Whatever.
But there were so many instances where I seen you take the
Heads
ego.
off.
Yeah, you just took the ego right out of people, and it never
I like that.
And from never.
I do.
That's the pimpette in you, though.
But no, it's not. That's Miss Corona. Because I didn't start battling until I was Miss Corona.
Yeah, so you changed the name from Pimpette.
I changed the name
Corona.
from Pimpette because Proof harassed me about the name.
Okay.
only taken me so far, you know, and just the perception of the name just off of hearing it, they assumed that I was a East Side gangster rapper. You know what I mean? You know, I come from East Side of Detroit, C Note Lounge era with Poe Hussein and Kilo Parker and all those guys. And so going over to the West Side area where the hip hop shop was and trying to sign up to perform at the hip hop shop and seeing my name as Pimp A, he like, oh, we don't let gangster rappers perform here, you know, jokingly. But then I go back to redeem myself as closed. And so it's weird because people associate me with the hip hop shop era, but I never actually got a opportunity to perform. So I don't know, you know, my presence must have spoke for itself then.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. What were some of the venues that you performed at? I know the Lush Lounge,
C Note Lounge, Ebony Showcase, Coco's House of Comedy, Napoleon's Retreat, St. Andrews, Alvin's, Lush Lounge, the Wired Frog, Shelter.
Did you ever rock the DBC with Leaf and Tashir and them?
Yep, DBC.
The Carbon Lounge.
Carbon Lounge over in
we had the one down the street.
Royal Oak places and places Royal Oak, stuff in Mount Clemens and.
They had the one right down the street here, the Buddha Lounge.
Yeah, Buddha Lounge. I mean, if you name any spot that was popping, pretty much I've touched the stage there.
Hell yeah! Well, and what's the future look like for Miss Korona?
Well, the future, I really don't like to predict the future or try to attempt to predict the future. But you know, I got the clothing line popping, which is Triple Peaks. I'm still doing things with my visual company, Trigger Finger Visuals. So I got a lot of projects lined up for that. And then I'm actually in the process of working on 3 projects simultaneously. One project is going to be a double EP. I won't give out any sneak information about that, but it's going to be dope. It's a conceptual project. Just know that. And then the other project is going to be I guess it could technically be called the follow-up to The Virus, and got production by 14KT on there. And 14KT Chains, of course. I got DJ Los doing some stuff.
My favorite Miss Korona track is on the Buff One album, The Kingdom, with you and Buff and Elzai.
Yeah.
If you're out there watching, that's my personal favorite. When you go back to look up Miss Korona's discography in here, you're gonna find a bunch of great songs. What would you say stands out to you? You've done many collaborations since you did Last Woman Standing with Lynn Swan up until now. What sticks out to you the most?
One of my as far as features or just songs period.
Just songs period. What's an experience like? You know, you don't have to say like one. You can mention a few, but like, you know, what sticks out to you as an artist? What really like? You have a very storied history.
I don't know. It depends. So it really depends on each era that I've been in. You know, of course, Last Woman Standing will be one of my favorites because that's the first official project that, you know, I took my money and put a 12-inch record out. And, you know, DJ Lynn Swan is a legend. And so, you know, producing that. Then I had the B-side, which was a song called Lyrical Locksmith that my boy, Mau, who was the first producer that ever worked with me in a professional studio setting. He did that track, and you know, but then when you move to the next phase of my career would be Game Over, produced by Jules, which made a lot of people pay attention to me and really take me serious, start taking me serious, and you know, just performing that on the St. Andrews stage, like the big stage, and Eminem and D12 up in the Raptors, and my mother was like my hype girl at the time, like got the whole club singing the hook to the song, like that's amazing. And then if you go into now, I mean, this EP that I just released is like some of the best material that I've dropped, and I've created that in such a short time span. It's like I'm a perfectionist, so sometimes I'll work on a project for like a year, 2, 3, and then drop it. But I literally wrote that project in 7 days. Put that out, and just the response that it's been getting, and you know. But
as a fan of your music, I have noticed you've always progressed and grown lyrically.
Thank you.
You definitely show a lot of growth, and I look forward to seeing or listening rather, to more music and seeing more Triple Peaks clothing and seeing more Trigger Finger visuals in the future.
I appreciate that because I be feeling like I'm whacking. He be on my head.
God.
He be like, stop.
Oh my God, stop it. Stop
but
it.
You know.
Stop it.
I mean, I'm 42 years old. I try to keep up with the times.
Well, there's no age limit in hip hop. Yeah. That's something that I think a limit that we put on ourselves when we were younger. That we looked at.
Well, and also the industry put it on us too, because they feel like it's a young kid's game, and that's who.
So they can take advantage.
Right.
Of it,
Yeah.
But we
Exactly.
ain't gonna go into all that.
Right.
But we will say that it only exists because we make it, and if you continue to make it, it'll continue to exist. And you're phenomenal, and I really have been inspired by all of your work.
Thank you so much, Joe.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And once again, guys, Miss Korona here, DJ Los. I'm Joseph Coney Island. And we're going to go to a couple more songs by Miss Korona. If you have the time to send a comment, maybe even like, subscribe, do all the little business stuff, maybe holler at our Cash App, Venmo, PayPal.
Yeah, help out, keep the show going, because this is something that's needed for sure.
So yeah, now introducing, proud to present once again, Miss Korona.
Y'all bitches better go motherfucking respect me around here. Remember that.
Put some respect on my name. Since I took a break, guess you forgot I run this lane. Thought I would come out of my throne, huh? You can never take me out my zone, nah. I'm more focused than I ever been.
Fuck you.
Cause I know you prayed I would never win. My stats taller than LeBron James.
Y'all like anything, any fucking thing.
I'm J-Elect and Jay-Z combined. My written testimony just may be a crime. Get out of line, guaranteed that the lead poppin'. And I'ma be fresh as hell if the feds watching. Like 2 Chainz and Pharrell. You can't sanitize me out this game with Pharrell. I might as well talk my shit too, since I've been suspenseful full with this pencil. Now the focus on me cause of my name's sake. And they asking one thing, if I remain great after this pandemic. Wait a damn minute, nigga, I've been sick. This ain't a goddamn gimmick. I'm just playing the cards I'm dealt, and this message been approved by God himself. He came to me one night and said, thankfully, do me a favor and slay these niggas faithfully. Because
Let's go.
Y'all like anything, DJ.
fucking retarded.
Y'all like anything.
Let's go. Let's go.
Y'all like anything, DJ.
Yo, I'm insane with the pen. Guess I gotta turn up my greatness again. I've been in my bag, I created the trend. The way I murder shit, you can say it's a sin. Turn them Van Gogh if they ain't listening. Make them quarantine since they ain't listening. Shit, they ain't listening. What the fuck y'all been on? Shitting on tracks like the white thing I sit on. You can ask been on. They been knew I should have been blue. I'm still running this game. You can slow down, Jim Shoe. Shout to low down and RC. But pardon me, all these chicks coming up is a part of me. I've been birthed them like they mama did. They still under my thumb like Obama kids. Do something dumb and the slugs from the llama spit. Body going numb, red rum, yeah, they out of here.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, DJ Static on the beat.
Fucking retarded.
Okay, we're gonna get into this last joint right here. This is called Who I Am, featuring vocals by the phenomenal singer-songwriter Idea, produced by Alcatraz. This your girl, Miss Korona, DJ Los. You are watching now, introducing. Yo. What up, world? I hope that you rockin' with me. I'm trying to leave my mark to make sure you never forget me. A lot's changed in the past 2 years. I lost a lot of friends and surpassed a few peers. Trying to make it to the finish line. All these years of being denied, shit, haters finna give me mine. I done had A&Rs acting strange, executives in the game steady telling me to change. Like, this ain't your lane, you should pick another. Fuck all y'all, you can keep the rubber. I die celibate before I die irrelevant. I'm about to act a circus on these clowns, no elephant. Or a big top, sped through the pit stops. I ain't slowing down to the world, know my shit hot. Hey, you might as well get used to me, cause I'm headed to the top where the truth should be.
And I won't change for no man.
Hey, I can only be who I am, so take me
for who I am. Cause I won't change for no woman. And I won't change for no man. I can only be who I am.
Growing up, I was confused. They called me kissing a girl. They told me straighten up, it's a cold, cold world. People won't accept that lifestyle that you live in. And from that moment on, I got used to pretending. I lived in a fantasy, tried to live a normal life. They said I was a freak, told me I wasn't normal like I was born with horns, a spawn from the devil's pit. Told me I was hellbound cause I was living devilish. So I used to pray every day, he'd change me. Praying that the Lord would one day rearrange me. Felt like an outcast, black sheep, misfit. Even thought of suicide, also slit my wrist shit. But he made me stronger, showed me forgiveness. He was there to give me strength so I could go the distance. As I got older, knew he didn't make mistakes. I had to get some bruises to get to where I am today. Hey.
Who I am, cause I won't change for no woman.
And I won't change for no man. I can only be who I am. So take me
for who I am, cause I won't change for no woman.
and I won't change for no man. I can only be who I am. Shout out to my brother DJ Los for holding me down on the ones and twos. Shout out to Nine Seducer for having us here. Joe Coney Island. My man's Dave. The whole crew. Miss Korona out. Peace.
Welcome back. That was Miss Korona with music off of her album, The Virus. I'm Joseph Coney Island. And if you want to find any more of Miss Korona's music, or if you want to like, subscribe, link, share, or even donate to the show, it's all below in the comment section. Please, we really need as much participation as possible. We really would love your support. If you are an artist or know an artist that would also like to be featured on this show, please have us contact. The information's there as well. For now, introducing, I am Joseph Coney Island. And scene.
3, 1, 3. 3, 1, 3. 3, 1, 3. You have reached area code 313.